What's up, fellow engineers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special Stargate build. This build is being a pain in my ass. It is the city of Atlantis from Stargate Atlantis, and it's 1/10 the scale. So we're gonna have a little showcase. It actually flies. Well, I hope it does. I haven't flown it since I built the buildings, but it does fly. But before we get going with the showcase, if you like my content, please hit that like button. Don't forget to comment your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe as well. It does really help me out. So I have built the ancient city of Atlantis from Stargate Atlantis. It's 1/10 the scale. It's huge, and obviously because it's 1/10 the scale, I can't really go into so much detail on the inside because we're talking about a city ship, not just a spaceship. So yeah. So most of what you see is just purely cosmetic, and we do have a star drive on the bottom. It does fly, and well, essentially we're going to do that now. We're going to test it, and we're going to fly into space. Now, like I said, this is how can I put it, this build, you have to build it in creative. You have to place it in creative mode because we have a lot of clangy stuff going on here, especially on these piers. I've attached 4 of the piers via hinges. So yeah, they do work, but unfortunately though, very clangy, like I can imagine. Apart from that, we have 1,000 gyros. We got about 500 thrusters, a lot of batteries. Obviously each pier has its own star drive. Obviously as we fly we'll show you. And we have obviously these cosmetic towers. I think I've done a pretty good job here. I've done a lot of posting to my Facebook group that I go to, and they were all happy with what they're seeing. So at the end of the day, I think I've done an absolute great job at building the city of Atlantis. So we're going to take you into a little tour of what I've got inside, because well, it's not an awful lot inside, but I'll still take you for a little tour. So you come in here. This is basically the chair interface room at the bottom of the tower, or midway down the tower. Up the tower we have, like I said, not much. We do have where the control room would be, so you could fly it from up here. But I haven't set none of the quick toolbars in that one yet. And we do have a hangar bay for jumpers, but again, it's too small. Like I said, it's 1/10 the size. So imagine it being 10 times bigger, then obviously you can imagine how big it is. Well, it's 200 blocks wide by 200 blocks other direction wide, and it's about 50-60 blocks high from bottom to top. So he's a beast. So we come down here, we're in the ZPM room now, which is just a reactor at the bottom there, which is power and everything. And obviously if you come through these corridors, we are now at the bottom of the tower. Coming to this very dark space, we have literally all of our engines to move this beast up and down, side to side. We have a shed ton of gyros in the piers, on the ceiling here. There's a lot of gyros, and we have obviously our hydrogen fuel tanks. This build is something else, and obviously like I said, I didn't want to or I couldn't go very much into detail with the interior like I normally do. I would have liked to. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the actual Atlantis main tower with the Stargate in as a 1:1 scale build. That's just going to be a static grid in the ground. I'm going to get on and do that at some point. So it's going to be the gate room, control room, briefing room, all that other stuff. So I'm going to go on and do that. But yeah, that's essentially the city of Atlantis in all its glory. Now, like I said, I haven't flown it since I've added the buildings, so we don't know how much weight these buildings have added to it, but it did fly without the buildings, so hopefully it will fly again. Yeah, but obviously as we come down, we do have some landing gear, but it's quite thin, and you have to land it on a metal grid, or a grid, otherwise it just sinks into the floor. So just keep that in mind if you want to bring it into the planet. I'm not sure about blueprinting it in, if it will go into the ground or sit on top. So that was something you'll have to kind of work out yourself. Just keep that in mind, that you have to land it on a metal grid, otherwise it just sinks. So with all that out of the way, who wants to see if it flies? Because I do. Right. Now obviously I haven't got a speed mod on in this game because with the size of the city, I don't want to have any accidents. So I'm just going to save it, just in case we have a mishap. Right, now the front of the ship I've marked with like a green cross, as you can see down there. So that's the front, that direction. So our toolbar is left is our landing gear, up is our downward star drive on the main grid, right is the star drive on the subgrid, so you cannot control that. That is a thrust override only, and down is our RCS, so for all of our maneuvering thrusters. And on the second page we have our downwards thrust, so when we're in space. So without further ado, I think we're gonna see if we can fly this sucker in space. So I'm gonna turn the engines on, release landing gear, and then just press A, because A is to go up. So 3, 2, 1. It's a star drive on. We're lifting off. We're going up. It flies! It flies! Just like Atlantis. And many times we've seen it fly. Oh, the lag on that. Going up. And look at that, it's, without me even pressing A to thrust up, the thrust override is doing the job for us. I feel like we're moving, we're spinning ever so slightly. Now that's not me doing that. I think that's where I have subgridded the piers on, so we have a little bit of a clang drive going on with it spinning. So that could be a problem. But if you want it to be a station or whatever, it's literally a model. That's basically what it's going to be. It's a model. It's not so much a ship that's functional. It's just a model of Atlantis, because not much else you can do with this thing. It's so fragile. Like the city of Atlantis as it is, it's fragile. And it's only got 3 weapons placements, which would be drones, but the rocket launchers. But we're going up. We are slightly on a spin. Nah, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Spin back, spin back. There we go, now we're level-ish. So there's like 1,000 gyros on this, and yet it still clangs out a little bit. So as you can see, we are slowly spinning around. But he's going up. It's a nice shot. Look at it go. Going up. Now, like I said, this build's taking me about 24 hours to make, so I'm getting pretty good at building, I think. I don't really like tooting my own horn, but I've done pretty good at this. Yeah, I did quite a lot of sketching though, like on a grid paper to get the shapes right. And like I said, I kind of cheated in a sense. I copy and pasted the grids, not the grids, the piers in. So basically, the only 2 piers that are like on the main grid are the front and back. The 4 other ones are basically blueprinted in, then flown with a merge block onto the hinge that I've connected, and then I've just added a few extra hinges to give it more stability. So I kind of did cheat in a sense. But I did not want to have to tackle those angles, like off the angle, if you understand what I mean. But I think we're good. I wonder if the reason why it's spinning is, you see where I've got that like bridge going from, I'll put it like that pier on the top left. I've got a bridge. I have a hinge connecting the bridge to the main pier. I wonder if that's causing a bit of a spin, being side to side. Because as you can see, like, we're spinning and I don't even know why. So I might go, once we get up in space, I'm going to go turn it to the station so we're not going to have any issues. And then I'm going to basically undetach the hinges over that side, see if we spin still. Because if we don't spin, then that's causing a clang issue. Because that's the only pier that's attached in two places via hinges, and it could be causing a clang. I could probably stop the spin if I hold right, we start spinning to the right, let go of it, we start spinning back to the left, so we are going up slowly. At least the star drive works with the thrust override and I don't have to worry about holding A. I would hate to land it though. You're taking off one thing, landing this sucker on the ground is going to be another thing. Especially if you have to aim for the ocean. So it's still going up. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fast forward it to where it's 0G. And then I'm going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Sort out that hinge, see if it works. We're almost in 0G. Once we're in 0G, I can then have a look at why we're spinning. It just takes a while when you're not using the speed mod. Almost there. It's like 42,000 meters. Once we're at 42, we'll be alright. I'm on. Almost there. There we go, we're in 0G. Now, with this big ass city, I need to slow down. So turn them on. We should start slowing down quite drastically now. I would do a flip and burn, but I'm not sure that would work. I'm not sure how quick this spins on the dime. As long as there's no meteors or something. Asteroids. We see slows down quite quick with the internal thrusters. So once we come to a stop, we're going to turn it to a station, and then I'm going to... Alright. Oh, hold on. It won't let me turn it to a station. Well, actually, did I see it right? No? Not going to let me turn it to a station? Oof. Because we're still spinning. Alright. See if I can find out why we're spinning. Alright. I reckon it's over here. The reason why we're spinning. I hope I don't get pinged. Alright. Alright, this is where the problem could be. Oh. And that was the problem. Let's have a look. See if the thing's still spinning. If it is still spinning, then I'll just delete it on the ground before I turn it to a ship. No, I think we're still twitchy on the 1 meter second, but I think we stopped the spin. So I think that's what was causing the spin. So I think we've got it now. Let's see how good we are going forward. Oh, it takes its time. Obviously slow down. So we can move like left, right, forward and that. How about spin? How about rolling? We're rolling. There's 1,000 gyros in this, and it still spins slowly. Mental. Loop-de-loop. Do flips and stuff with the city of Atlantis, why not? Yeah, we can go sideways. Well, there you have it then, folks. That is the city of Atlantis. Before I upload it to mod.io, I will obviously just correct that pier issue to stop it from spinning. But I think I've done really well with this. So if you do like this and you are going to download it to have a look at it, please leave me a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more. I've been Dr. McKay, bringing you an amazing Atlantis build. I've not seen anyone do an Atlantis build quite like this. If you guys have, please let me know so I can go check it out, because I always do enjoy looking at other people's builds. So with all that said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.